Hello, we are so excited for your student to be joining us this school year. This video is to help you go through the steps for online registration. The first thing you're going to want to do is be able to get to Skyward. In order to get to Skyward, you can go to our school website and then go down to Skyward Family Access on the right-hand side. You will then enter in your login ID, your password. Make sure that the login area says Family and Student Access and click Sign In. This will open up a dialog box that will show you in this green box that registration is open for your child. If you have multiple children, you have a drop-down menu that you will be able to use to select which child you would like to register. Click the Go to Online Registration link. This will take you to the 2021-2022 online registration. The first thing you should see is a message that says current students will be keeping their Chromebooks over summer break, and that details around kindergarten screening will be shared at a later date. You can now move on to the first step. Step 1 is going to be the proof of residency info. This will be pulled from last year or what is already in Skyward. You need to go over this information and simply sign and change that date if that date is incorrect. When you're finished, hit complete step 1 and the next step. Step 2 is going to be your proof of residency documents. You can upload these if you're on a computer and upload those documents. If you're unable to upload the documents, you can take these to your child's secretary in the office and they will be able to verify that residency. Your online registration will not be finalized until your residency has been verified. When you're finished with step, hit complete step 2 and then next step. Step 3 is going to have you verify several different pieces of student information. This will be pulled from Skyward or from registration last year. You simply need to review it, hit complete step, and then go to your next step. Review it, complete step, and then go to your next step. Complete the step, review that information, and then you can move on to your next step. Notice I have those green check marks. That tells me that those steps have been completed. If you need to enter in any of this information, you can edit that step. Complete that step, and then go to your next step. If you need to add any emergency contacts, you can do that in this step. Complete that, and then move on. And any health issues that may need to be noted for health problems, allergies, medication, hospital, vision, hearing, or additional concerns. When you're finished, hit complete step, and then move on to your next step. Step 4 is going to be to verify the ethnicity or the race. In order to do that, please hit continue. This is what is located already in Skyward. If something needs changed, feel free to change that. When you're finished, hit complete step, and then move on to your next step. Step 5 is going to be to make a fee payment. In order to do that, click the link in the center of the screen. This is going to take you to RevTrack, which is where you are able to pay those different payments. There will not be any additional payments this year. Aside from the registration fee, there will not be any additional fees. You can scroll down and then you'll see those fees listed here where you can pay those. When you're finished, X out of that screen, hit complete step, and then move on to your next step. Step 6 is the elementary handbook. In order to access that, you can click on the link. This will take you to a folder where all of our handbooks are located so that you can go through any of that information. When you're finished, X out of that window, hit complete step, and then go on to your next step. Step 7 is the parent and student home use agreement for Chromebooks. You can click that link and that will take you to the document that has the agreement so that you can go through that information to be aware of everything. When you're finished, click the X, click complete step, and then move on to your next step. Step 8 is the parent general consent form. This is going to be where you are able to look at all these questions, read those questions, and then consent yes or no to each of these different entities. You'll have a drop down for each one that you'll be able to make your selection. Once you have read through and made your selection, you will sign it, date it, hit complete step, and then next step. This is the health requirements for our district. If there are any forms that you may need, those are linked and in the center of your screen. If you need to complete those forms, they can be dropped off or mailed directly to your child's school, and the information denoted for each grade level. When you're finished, hit complete step, and then next step. Step 10 is going to be for you to denote if there are any specific special needs in regards to your student's health. You can use the drop down for each of these things listed and include any additional information wherever needed. When you're finished, hit complete step and next step. If you selected a health condition in the previous step, there is a health condition action plan that you will need to fill out. You can click this link and then scroll all the way down. This is going to take you to all of the links for the different action plans for your student for whatever you have selected. When you're finished, X out of that window, hit complete step and next step. This is the link for the Riddle Leader and Me survey. You can click on that. That's going to take you to the survey that you can complete. Hit complete step and then next step. This year, our district is going to use Edulog, which is a parent portal to display transportation information. This will be able to show bus routing and other additional information, but it is not available until August 1st. However, you can go ahead and download the app in the Google Play Store or the App Store, but you will need to know your child's student ID number in order to register. Once you've done that, you can fill out the information in the center of your screen, which will denote if your student will primarily be a car rider, a walker, or a bike rider, or a bus rider. When you've completed that, hit complete step and next step. This link is an optional link if you're interested in the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Mid-Illinois. You can click on that link, fill out that survey. When you're finished, hit complete step and next step. Another optional program is the YMCA before and after school program. If you'd like more information about that, you can click on the link and fill out whatever is needed. When you're finished, hit complete step and next step. The last link is for the Riddle PTA. This is also optional. If you're interested in registering for the Riddle PTA, please click that link and fill out the form. When you're finished, hit complete step and next step. I can see that all of my steps are complete. It has a timestamp. It has a date for all of these things. I do also see that we have to make sure that our residency is verified before our online registration is approved. When you are ready, you can hit submit online registration. You will receive an email confirming your registration, but that will not be finalized until your residency has been verified. Thank you so much for registering. We are so excited for the school year and we look forward to seeing your student.